Good evening all. It is my pleasure to introduce today's moderator, Mr. Kiba Joseph Xavier. Mr. Kiba Joseph is an accomplished educational coordinator and head of the Department of Second Languages at Ambassador School, Sharjah, United Arab Emirates. With over 16 years of experience teaching French across IB, CBSE, and university curricula, he has built a strong reputation for fostering meaningful connections with students, parents, and faculty. As a CBSE resource person and a trainer of trainers for the Tamil Nadu State Ministry of Education, Kiba Joseph plays a pivotal role in strategic teacher training, equipping educators with advanced pedagogical and technological skills. He also serves as an advocate for the Global Schools Program, Paris, promoting education aligned with Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. A passionate proponent of upskilling and evolving pedagogical practices, he actively integrates emerging technologies, AI, and sustainable frameworks into teaching methodologies. Recognized with multiple Best Teacher awards, he is also a co-founder of the Gulf French Teachers Forum, championing language education and professional development across the region. Kiba Joseph's commitment to excellence and innovation continues to shape impactful learning experiences and inspire the next generation of global citizens. Hearty welcome, Mr. Kiba. Please proceed. All the best.
Yes, Kiba sir, you can proceed. You can start. You are not audible, sir. Not audible.
Am I audible to you, Ryan, sir?
Yes, sir.
Very good evening to one all present here. On behalf of Extra Mile Education and Training, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to this group of educators and teaching professionals joining us today this evening. Extra Mile is a pioneering platform offering both online and offline training solutions, founded by the visionary Dr. Abdul Salam, who's also the founder of Bharat Transformers Academic Group, so-called BTAG. Extra Mile is equipped with a robust network of expert trainers and capable of providing on-demand, on-site training across India. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Abdul Salam and the entire Extra Mile team for creating this incredible opportunity for educators to come together and learn. Today's session will focus on competency-driven preparation for the upcoming French board exam, CBSE board exam, a topic of significant importance as we move towards a holistic and skill-based approach in education. This session will provide valuable insights into fostering linguistic proficiency, critical thinking, and cultural awareness, equipping students to both achieve success in real-world communication in French. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Abdul Salam. Dr. Salam, a highly respected personality, widely recognized for his extensive contributions as a CBSE resource person. He has a role in and the company and CEO of Extra Mile Training and Dr. Salam continues to drive transformative initiatives in its case. Sir, I want you to work with us. Over to you, Salam, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Keba. I think there is some connectivity issue at your end. The video was stuck and the audio was also cracking. Anyway, at the outset, hearty congratulations, sir. Keba sir, hearty congratulations on becoming CBSE resource person. So, on all those who have joined on their behalf, I congratulate you for becoming a CBSE resource person, and your responsibility, has become more now to educate the trainers. So you have become the trainer of trainers. Thank you so much. And dear participants, hearty welcome Here we have two very strong, we should say, experts of French language. They have been teaching for decades in the Middle East, and we are very glad that they always come forward to help the educators. This time also, Shafi sir came forward and he offered this session for the teachers and students. So thank you, Shafi sir, for your valuable time and this effort. Definitely, we are going to get lots of benefit from this session. Biju sir, thank you for joining. And all those who have joined, let us listen to Shafi sir and let us make this upcoming examinations very easy by following the strategies and the tips he is giving to us. So thank you so much. Once again, I welcome everybody. Welcome respected Muhammad Shafi Sharif, the resource person today, our moderator Keba Joseph, and our program co-director Biju sir, and all the educators. Thank you so much. Over to Keba sir.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also privileged to have with us Mr. Biju S. Pillai, the co-founder of BTAG, with his extensive experience in the education sector, including his tenure as a principal of several esteemed CBSE schools. Mr. Pillai has made remarkable contributions to the field of education. Sir, it's an honor to have you here with us today. I kindly invite Mr. Biju S. Pillai to address the gathering and share his valuable insights.
Thank you,
Over to
Keba
you,
sir.
sir.
Most respected Program Director Abdul Salam sir, today's resource person Mohammed Shafi sir, and all other respected French teachers from different reputed CBSE schools. Hearty welcome to Extra Mile training platform. So, getting a French class from an expert personality, it's a little difficult, and we are very glad to have Mohammad Shafi sir again back to the platform. So this evening will give much importance for all the French teachers to gather more knowledge and how to train the children to score more marks for the upcoming board examinations. So let us all listen to our today's personality, Mohammad Shafi sir, and make the valuable time more effective. Once again, I welcome all to this platform. Thank you. Back to moderator, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Now, dear educators, we move on to the highlight of today's session, our resource person, Mr. Mohammad Shafi Sharif. Mr. Sharif's professional journey is nothing short of inspiring. With 16 years of dedicated teaching experience in Qatar, Bahrain, he has made a lasting impact in the field of French education, a four-time recipient of the prestigious Belk scholarships. He has undergone specialized training in Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Paris, which has enriched his teaching methodologies and reinforced his expertise. Beyond the classroom, Mr. Shafi sir has contributed immensely to the French teaching community. As a founder member of Gulf French Teachers Forum, he has been instrumental in fostering collaborations and knowledge exchange among educators across the region. His initiatives include organizing impactful webinars in partnership with professional institutes, distinguished experts, and universities, aimed at enhancing teaching standards and practices. We are truly fortunate to have such a dedicated and accomplished individual with us today. Please join me in warmly welcome Mr. Mohammad Shafi Sharif. Mr. Shafi sir, the floor is now yours to take us through this enlightening session. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, bonsoir and good evening to all. Hope I'm clear, loud, I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. So first of all, thanks and good evening to Dr. Abdul Salam, the program director, for accepting our request and for this session for the benefit of the French teachers. And also I thank Mr. Biju Pillai, the co-founder of BTAG. And they have been very much instrumental from long time, even from, I think, from the pandemic years, we have been doing different sessions and hope many of our colleagues, they have benefited. and also Mr. Kebo Joseph. As you know, he's a man of language and ICT. So through him, we got to learn a lot of ICT tools, especially during our pandemic times, to manage many of our resources. And also we got a chance to have our Girlfriends Teachers Forum. As we are saying, self-help is the best help, where the CBSE also says. So we did that, and also we collaborated with different professional institute and professionals. And also good evening to all our colleagues who have joined here, many of them who are in this join the webinar are very more, more competent and more experienced than me. But I thought, okay, from all these days, whatever I have observed and learned, I will share along with you. It's just a sharing of a thought. So we want your input also. And I made a very short presentation only, not much. And many of the things we may know, it's just to refining and helping each other. Just I will share my PPT, then we will continue our discussion. And please, we need your valuable input also. So, hope the presentation is okay. Please feel free to speak up and share your thoughts or through your chat. Okay. So since few years, we are talking about competency-based education. So there is a lot of discussion about competency, how to improve, and what is exactly it's expected. Okay, so I thought I'll put up some thoughts, whatever I have understood. So we go with the basic explanation as given in the CBSE website about competency-based education, where it is telling that it should be student-centered, and they should be able to make use of their knowledge in the real-time situation. So this is giving an overall, we can say, a definition which many of us have gone through. Then how to put up in our class setup. Okay, so that is one of the challenge what we need to discuss and share the thoughts within us. So then hope people have gone through this teaching, which use methodology to empower students, provide them meaningful learning, positive learning experience. Okay, and students, and these are the keywords which is highlighted in competence. Next question comes, why do we need a competency-based education? What is the need? In this, I want to share a small story, event which has happened when I was working in Qatar. So you can see in the picture, the lady, she's from Vinci Construction, one of the biggest French company. Okay. She sent a mail to our school that she's doing a short research on Indian education system, and she want to meet my school principal. Here you can see Mr. Dinesh. He is one of the famous resource person. He was there for as a CBS as vice principal in our school. Then they met our engineering teacher and everything. Then we asked, what is the reason you are coming to make a research all the way from France? She came to Doha, Qatar, and to make a research on Indian system. And she was telling that, see, we have a lot of employees. We appoint from India also. And her post is called as talent up manager. Okay. And she is telling that my work is somebody joins in my company, they become an asset to the company because they're learning things using our equipment. So we cannot send them after some time. So my work is to train them, develop them, and promote them. But what we find with, especially from our system of students coming, that they are not able to adapt the change or learn new things. And she was telling was that this one of the reason for this thing is schooling. So I think this is the one of the reason where even also the few days research came that many of the people graduates, they are not employable. The reason being they're not competent enough to adapt new things, learn and improve. They have not understood very much the foundation. And then my own reflection was that why this is happening and how much it is true. So normally what we are doing is we are preparing our students in the exam based. We are telling, okay, these are some important questions, learn this way. And learn 10 questions, 5 will come and you will pass. So that has been happening. And when they go to the higher education also, it happens the same. So they get a pass certificate, but the knowledge, what they have acquired, they are not able to apply in a given situation. So that's what what I understood by the CBA, by competency-based education, is that preparedness to solve the real life requirement using the knowledge acquired through the school. And as we know, a big number of years is spent in schooling. So as a teacher, we have a more pivot role than the higher education educators, because the base of understanding and applying should start from the schooling. So that will make this competency-based education a very successful thing, and it make our students. And another thing is, students should learn to prepare to learn new concept, because learning is not stopping. It's a lifelong process. Okay, so that's why we can ask, okay, this is a French teacher, what happened to this? Because we'll see how we can apply this in our French language. As we know, France is playing a vital role in our economy through business and through industry, and there's a lot of things. So learning of, there is a big requirement of French language, students who are very skilled in that language competence. Okay. So we can play a good role in knowing this by doing this. Then as we are asked, what is the main purpose of learning a language? Okay, so we are having, as we know, in every language, we insist on this core competency. But again, how to come out from the exam point of view? We always think, okay, in exam, you have comprehension, you have grammar, you have writing, but in what way it is going to help to them in their day-to-day life? Okay, so the basic purpose of any language is to convey a message in a very effective manner, either if you're by written or by spoken. So we have to train our students in order to improve the written communication. So that's why we're having a writing section in the exercise, and also even in French we have the speaking, as we know that internal marks is there for 20. So in that 10 goes for periodic test, another 10 where we have the enrichment activities. So we need to incorporate topics, titles. Even as at times we have seen in teachers group, they ask, okay, what type of activities we should give for speaking and listening. Rather than sticking only to the topics mentioned in the reader, we can adopt simple activities, and we can rely on, as we say, that exercise what we use in the speaking of, like Delphi exam, or even we can take up the papers from British curriculum, IGCSE, the 520 is there for foreign languages. Those things we can take up. So this way, we can develop the competency of speaking and writing. Writing along with the section what we are giving in the class based on the syllabus, we can make them understand. Is other than not only focusing on rote learning, we need to explain the sentence formation. Then comes the comprehension of reading and listening. That's one of the important reason for having comprehension. You see, in our day-to-day life, everywhere we need to read a text. We need to understand. Okay. Another habit of improving the competency is that you can observe in the classroom, many of the children, what is given on the board, they will write it. But we have to tell them that while they're writing, it is the purpose is that they should learn it then and there. The habit of learning, memorizing should happen in the same moment while they are writing. And this way also, it's one of the classroom management technique where we can involve the children on what they are doing. Okay. And finally, what is a competency whole of learning a language is they should be able to convey a message, convey a situation. Whatever they are seeing as a visual, they should be able to bring it out as a simple text, either by spoken or written, or when something is conveyed, they should be able to understand. So this should be our overall learning objective and the learning outcome while we are preparing our students on this. So whenever we are making a plan, is it okay? If anything, please in between you can share if you have any, something is not clear. Then, okay, sir, CBS, we're getting on talking about competency-based education. Now, what are the challenges as on the ground? So this is on the paper, okay, we're giving a policy, but what are the things as a day-to-day teacher we face? We can see that is number of students, we have more in the classroom. Yes or no, right? Then normally children say, we are taking French because it's easy. We want to get marks easily scoring. Okay. Yes, of course you can score, but there is an effort which has to be put, and we have to come out with a plan for that. Then we have a very lack of training programs for a teacher as well, where we can use it on our class. So certain things what we discuss may good for listening, but when we come on the ground, we may find a lot of challenges. So we need programs where people can understand what is the ground situation and you provide a solution. And also lack of awareness among students and parents, the importance of learning a language, how much time they should give. And also, as you see in our syllabus curriculum, also we have a lot of concepts to teach. If you take one, tenses itself, we have many tenses to be taught. And for that, vocabulary is infinite. Which verb is going to come, how to, okay, there isn't any slab or for that. And next is our time constraint, the number of teaching hours. So these are our challenges as a teacher, French, especially French language teacher. Okay. Isn't there any solution for it? Of course, every problem will have a solution. So I thought, okay, we'll go with this. So let's start with finding some solution and try to apply on taking some. Yeah, I will come to that. Just once I finish, I'll come back with that one. What can they do? The perspective for higher. Okay. So we can take the example of our scouts and NCC, where you see the big groups are managed by giving into small groups. And here also in the French classroom, even you have 40 students, you can group them and give a name to the group, maybe based on a French author or a French personality. Okay. And you can allot a space where they will sit. And this is for overall in the whole class and generally how to. Am I audible? Is it clear? Video. Some are telling that it is not.
Yes, Miss, you're audible. You're audible and video is clear.
It's clear now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you can have a grouping system. Okay, in the student in your classroom, so that they can work in a group. Another thing is we can ask, what is the importance of group? Why we should have in this way? So a few years back, I attended one a Belk session on enseigner le français aux adolescents. That means teaching French for an adolescent student. Before the session, I was having an impression that, okay, before attending the session, I was having an impression that maybe they will tell which book to use, what activity to do. But before that, but when attending the session began only by asking, have you observed what are the behaviors of an adolescent student? Because after the session, one thing what we understood is our teaching is mostly based on psychology, the mindset of the student, because the learning is exactly happening on the mind. If we know how to handle that, so in that case, then our teaching will be very, very successful. So maybe we'll try if we can get this trainer one more time. I will recommend this course to all the French teachers to undergo, because until we are so many things what we explain in the class, many of the things is not reaching to the mind of the students. Even though we give us the study material or the shortcut, they are not able to understand it. Even actually, according to me, the shortcut is, if I am giving to a student, actually I am giving my mindset to the student. It's not necessary that they will understand the way what I am telling. So then how to go about it, how to get this? We have to make the students to learn. Okay. And we have to make the student to bring into to the seriousness of learning. Again, as CBSE also tells, there is a portfolio to be maintained, and so many. These are the documents which are going to support us and also make the students involved in their learning. That how they are going to. Okay. So you can try this simple techniques within the class. Okay, understand your student, what are the mindset, what are the problems, their background. Okay, that will be very much helpful to make our classroom management and the transferring our lesson content will be easy, and may hope and the students also will start to receive it. Then when come to the time, now we have got some technique where we can put the students in a group, and also with our effective follow-up, a sort of seriousness will come. Then the effectiveness of the time. See, mostly we have 40 minutes of class, but mostly the students move, okay, and settling down and control, at least we may lose 5 or 10 minutes. So within that 30 minutes, if you have 35, 40 students, you have to see what will be the effective time available, and we have to plan our lesson content accordingly. As most of the control of and the learning effectiveness is completely on our planning, because we should understand, that's what our professional and this training, even the insisting of CBSE for 50 hours of learning, is to make our effort very, along not only setting a learning goals, and it should come as a learning outcome. So for that, even another thing, what happens is, maybe during the class, since the teacher is present, we are able to explain, maybe the children is able to seem that they have understood. But at home, when they go same to revise, if they open their notebook, maybe they may not understand, because they have all other subjects they are learning, and every subject is new to them. Okay, so we can take the ICT to help of ICT tools. We can create some YouTube videos based on our content, or we should customize for our students rather than going for any other ready-made videos. And also, even I use the book creator web where I put all the learning content along with the audio recording. At times, even video recording also we can put it. So at home, even as you say, the flipped classroom method also could be used. So this way, even at home, when the student open, they have somebody to explain to them. Okay, so this is also one of the reasons where the students are not able to remember or understand the things. Another thing is, we can see that at least each topic is taught the effective ways by going by number of hours. Okay, instead of mostly sometimes we make plans based on number of days. As we know, whenever we talk about language, we say how many hours of learning. So you see that how many hours of learning you can fix, for each topic is needed, how many hours it can be covered in the classroom, and how many hours the students should do in their home. Okay, and I think even the next year, CBSE also coming with the credit system, where the children will be avoided marks or grades based on the number of hours which they are working at home and doing projects. Okay. So these are some story. Even we need the support of the parents. We have to tell them at least every day, for a client's 9 students, at least half an hour every day they should learn the French subject. and class 9, 10 student, it should be 1 hour every day from the beginning of the academic year. If they are planning to start to learn from now, at least 2 hours they have to spend, because one is they have to learn all the concepts and the vocabulary, and under each topic we have the normal one, there will be exceptionals, okay, and the different types. And as there is going to be 50% of 25% plus what is a competency based question. So until they don't understand the basic, they will not able to climb to the competency level. So please insist that at every day, if even if these days they have not started learning, at least from today, if they start, or from tomorrow, at least 2 hours of learning they should plan. Okay, so we should also can help them by giving an effective time schedule at learning at home, keeping in mind even other subjects. Then another important factor is motivation, as we tell everywhere. So one is the internal motivation, where the student, by keeping, he has to keep himself or herself motivated based on whatever result they have got, how much they worked, how much they have got, and how they can move forward. Then external motivation, like from the parents, from us, the teachers, even with the classmates. So the making as a group for learning, we can bring in the good peer pressure for learning purpose rather than the other negative way, where they can set learning goals and they achieve it and get it corrected. So then from our side, we have a training awareness. So it's our, as a part of our professional learning. So we should keep looking with our ground requirement, what are the effective ways of making our lesson plan, then learning the techniques, how to teach our adolescent student with the current scenario, with so many things. Then how are the ways to keep the student engagement strategies? As I told you, the best way is that they are having a learning plan for every day and we follow up with it. Initially, they may be learning less in the first maybe 2-3 weeks. But by the 4th week, the basic idea is we are training our mind how to learn. Maybe first 3 weeks, they may learn less in the first in 1 hour. But the same after 4th or 5th week, since they are known, they have been trained themselves, they may learn more content in less time. So this is the logic behind it. It's not that every time they will be, because now it has become practice. Normally we say, no, what is an experience? Somebody who is able to do things easily. Why? Because that person has been doing that again and again. Even in our educational term, we use the term learning experience and learning gap. So I tell my students, see, every minute in our life is going, but every minute or second, what we do will come with us. So every second, if you will keep learning, it becomes a learning experience. And every second which you don't learn becomes a learning gap. And as the more time we lose, the gap is more. So only we get, and at the moment of exam, we try to learn everything, we make mistakes, or we get confused, or we forget. So these are the things we have to keep on reminding our students. At times we feel, oh, this our student, they know what, don't they know these things? Of course, as we are basic human system is that we will forget easily. So reminding regularly our students with positive enforcement and giving them, hand-holding them, it will be more effective to the students. And also, to develop ourselves, we can keep improving our language proficiency through DELF exam certification, DELF and DALF. And also, to as you said, why there is lag? When there is no awareness, people will lag. So people ask why I should learn French, what I'm going to do. So when I tell we are living in Bahrain, it's a very small country. In this small country, there are 70 plus companies which are French companies. And all the majority of hotels are run by the French people. So And whenever I get a chance, I take them and I show them the places. Even the museum here, National Museum, is curated and managed by the French people. It's an archaeologist from France. And even when I explain to them, for example, in my classroom, we have a dustbin. Even everybody in home, they have a dustbin and they put it outside in a bin and then a truck collects. This is also a French system. Actually, in French, we call the dustbin as poubelle. Poubelle is actually a name of a person who invented the system of cleaning because Paris was once a very dirty place. So this system was brought, even this is from France. So when I share this information, the children come to know, oh, French is existing in different ways. So it's all about the mindset, what we get to learn. Okay. Yes, ma'am, I'll come to the Sarah question in the chat. Yes, we'll come to that one. Then, now another challenge here we have in our syllabus. In the grammar, we have options, whether pronoun, and we have trouver la question, like that we have. Now, we should be smart enough to select, because certain grammar, topics will form base to others. For example, if our students learn pronoun personnel properly, they will be able to understand the concept and apply in direct, still direct and direct. Because there it comes il me dit, il lui dit. So until if they don't understand the pronoun personnel, there they will get stuck. And also pronoun person, even we need the dialogue in order if they want to do. So if you see that, there will be an interconnection. And also if you see pronoun demonstrative and pronoun possessive, the problem with, the challenge for the pronoun possessive will be, along with identifying the gender and number of the noun, the children have to establish the belonging. So until they don't have a proper understanding of the sentence, of the whole idea, they may end up making a mistake in it. So we have to help our children in identifying, by now itself they can fix which grammar exercise they're going to do in their board exam, and that they keep on repeating. As I tell you, the repetition becomes an experience. Experience makes competency, makes you competent. Okay. So, and also the vocabulary. Now, see, many of the students, they try to learn the meaning. Learning the meaning is okay. For example, if you're doing a pronoun personal exercise, knowing the meaning of a word would not help. Along with that, first of all, they should know that this word is a noun and what is the gender of the noun, and whether it is singular or plural, then which pronoun will be replacing that noun, and what will be the placement. Okay, you see, this one topic itself has this many steps you have to remember. And it is the basic one. If they keep on working number of hours only, in their real life also, they'll come to know how to use it. Now, mostly what we are doing is we are giving, see, and one more thing is there is difference between memorization and rote learning, okay? That we'll come to see the few after this one, okay? Memory is the first base of learning, as the Bloom's taxonomy says, remember. Memorization is needed because they should know which is a noun, but memorizing without understanding is rote learning. That will not make you competent, okay? So you have to fix the children to tell which topic they want to do, and let them work on that. So they may ask which topic is easy. They say which you work regularly becomes easy. Okay. So hope if anything, please share your thought on it. Then recently I just one question I was going through by the small online session, self-learning session by Institut Français Prof is there, EF Prof. There is a platform where they were showing, discussing about approach neuro-linguistic. So it's something fascinating. I thought, okay, what is exactly? So it was developed in Canada by Dr. John Nitson and Claude Germain, both were PhD. They have a similar problem. That is, in Canada, there are two set groups of children learning French. One they are learning French as a first language, and another group learning French as a foreign language who are non-Francophone. But they found that their French is not effective after the course. So what is the reason for it? Even many of our CBSEs, even somewhere in LinkedIn some time ago, one person there was writing about him. I have a CBSE level French. That means what? I learned French, but I don't know how to use it. Okay, even like a French teacher, I felt little this one. Then okay, what are the solution for it? So when I went through this content, it felt okay, something more close to what we are facing day to day. So does this course offer this study done by them? I was going through whether it is offering any solution for us. And I found yes. Because according to that ANL, we call it as approach neurolinguistic, they say we have two types of memory. One is knowledge. That means now everybody knows, our students, they will know future tense, they will know that this verb in this meaning. Okay, our memory knowledge is, memory of knowledge, they call it as. We have it. But this has to be transformed into competence. What does it mean? In a given situation, you should bring that vocabulary and concept and convert into a sentence and convey the message what you are thinking. So that is called as ability, we call them. It's called memory of, I made as a translation of competence. So even in our life, this person knows everything, but is not able to achieve because there is a problem of competence. Even many of us also may have the same. Okay. So please go through this course, then you will be able to understand this one. It's very well explained on the ground. Okay. So according to them, what they said was, we have so many teachers groups. They say, okay, can you share me this? They can random message they put, can you share me how to identify the tenses? In that, many of the thing we observe that if this word comes, put this verb in this tense. If this tense is this verb is in this tense, then that verb will be in that tense. Okay, so this is one of the way which is, as we say, when we make an effort, you will get some result. Of course, this may work out. Students may get mark, but they will not be competent. As I was telling before, the visit by the French company person, they know, but it is of no use. Even many people ask, even when they want to make their professional plan, they'll ask, which course is in demand? Which should I? Actually, every course, every profession, there is a need, but they need skilled people now who is able to, when a problem is given, they is able to come solution. One of my friend is an IT manager. He said, we appointed a young candidate. His beginning salary is 5 to 6 lakhs. Why? In interview, when we gave him a problem, he came with 3 different solutions, which is 100% working. So of course, he deserved that. This is only beginning. So, and again, it is reiterated that school education is the main key for it. So, in our French language also, we can develop. Even many of us are doing. Even many of our colleagues, they're getting the students for DELF exams. They pass the DELF A1 Junior, A2. Okay. We are trying to make as much possible more input. Okay. So another way to implement, even when we had a meeting with the academic director who had visited Bahrain, we said, now board exam, most of our question is based on these 3 Bloom's taxonomy, 3 levels. So remember, understand, apply. Only these 3 things, if you train in your question paper, when you are forming the question, you see that these 3 type of question is there in each exercise. So memory, it will be a direct question. Memory question is what? The clues will be very obvious, very clear. Understand application, until they don't read and understand the question, they will not able to put it. Okay, so all our approach should be scientifically and within the guidance of CBSE and also the French language, whatever it is. And mostly all all the international, all the educational standard, let it be DELF for CBSE, it's all same. Okay. Now, for example, when I came here, I've been associated with DELF exam from the year 2009-10 when it was introduced. So when I came here, I wanted one of a good student appear for DELF. Then as one of the colleague, they asked, is CBSE and DELF different? Okay, so the parent came and told, sir, she's preparing for class 10 board exam. How we will do the DELF exam? I said, see the French, what they are learning in CBSE and the French, what is being tested in DELF, they are same. They are French only. It's not different. Only thing is she has to practice on listening and speaking. Because of our this, we are not able to do. And she did practice and she scored well. And after 1 year, she also got a scholarship to go to France for 2 weeks. And now she's still continuing and she has good command on that language. So again, if we keep on identifying and provide the things to the students, so they keep, so all our exercise of revision, when you're preparing now also, you can see that to line up our questioning and teaching also. It's not really testing, and also all our lesson in teaching should be on this. Okay, especially even some people say some students are only joining in class 9. They didn't learn before. Officially, French starts only in class 9 as per CBSE. So it is our duty how to line up in our planning. So class 10 board preparation starts from the first day of class 9. So we have to, whatever customize we have to do it and do it step by step. And as I told you, everyday learning. So then only they will be able to move towards competency. So here are some questions I found and I some edited also. So which one is competency testing, which is memory testing? Even you see question number 3, which was in this year's sample paper. Now see in question number 1, we say dans quelques minutes. Here the clue is very obvious. So every student will say, sir, dans is there, quelques time is there. So this is future proche. But for question number 2, what is the clue? You have to see in the view of as a student, as a teacher, we'll able to say. Okay, so here the competence attendre un means, you know, okay, so this is going to be near future. So like this, you have to, now in question number 3, most of if you go over traditional way of learning, year means students will say year is sir past, so it is passé composé, they will say. Or they will say, sir, the second here, this verb is in imperfect, so this is passé composé. But it is not the same. So you have to come out of that exam-oriented preparation towards competence. Few questions you should bring in practice level, so that may help. And also, as much as possible, please stay with the standardized and authentic materials. So go with all the CBSE papers, sample paper from CBSE academic website, and previous year board papers, mostly with answer keys also uploaded. Even please refer the answer key, because that also, even discuss that with the students. So that will give them an idea how to prepare, what is exactly expected. And also we can refer as I told you, the Cambridge assessment papers, IGCSE 520 is for foreign languages. So they have a good even if you observe the reading question paper of this one IGCSE, it starts from the basic and it goes to the high level in the same question paper, where we talk about differentiation, you know, how to do differentiation in the same question paper, we can learn from them. So here all types of students, but what we have to do is we have to bring in one exercise. What they are doing in one question paper, in one exercise, we have to put the differentiated question. That is, differentiation is what? memory question, understanding and application like this. Sorry, understanding and applying is more or less the same. Okay. Then there's junior papers also, especially for comprehension. Okay, we can go with this one. Then shortcut to competency, as I understood from this approach neuro-linguistic, is you have to learn the fundamental and keep repeating. This is the key for this one, what is it, the competency building. There isn't no other any big thing to do. So for this, you have to get, since other subjects also there, so only they say there should be an interdisciplinary understanding. You should have a discussion with all other colleagues. Then you should have the support of your parents. Then you should take the help. Then it will be, competency could be achieved. Then as far as teachers, you can visit IF, these are the CPTs from EF Prof. For us also, we should keep on learning to improve our own, because every day there is a lot of strategies and methodologies has been shared, because everyone is facing, and they're all based on their ground requirement. It comes as a case studies. So of course, CBSE board is not lesser than any board, and it's left on us how we could change the dynamics into it. And always, every query from the students, let us take, understand, and try to explain to them. So you can say a classroom organized based on effective teaching learning process will attain the competency objective. And also, as we know, tomorrow is our day, in the International French Day, Teachers Day. So on behalf of my side, on Extra Mile, and also on behalf of our Gulf French Teacher Forum, we would like to wish you on that. And the message as shared by that, we are the toutes championnes et tous champions, porteurs de la flamme francophone. So we are the torch bearers of the French language, even in this part of this world, especially India and all this, wherever we are working, especially all the CBSE schools. By regular collaboration, joining, regular discussions, of course, we can attain this and offer this in a very more better way. Of course, we are offering in a better way. Still more we can do, and what we can put this competency in our lesson and work plan. Okay, so merci. Thanks for listening. Hope whatever I could share is of use, and it will be beneficial. Now, I can
Yes,
take
sir.
up any questions.
Yeah, I think many have come for exam preparation, so they can ask questions to Shafi sir, which are the areas they have to take care. So they can raise their hands. We will unmute. They can ask questions, which are the easiest ways to prepare for the exams. What are the types of questions and how to answer those questions? These all can be explained now. Let it be an interactive session. We have intended to make it very interactive because we get very less opportunities like this. So participants can ask the questions either through chat box or they can raise their hands. We will unmute. You can directly speak. I hope some students also have joined. They can also ask questions. He'll be able to guide you how to make the preparation less tensed. So thank you, Shafi sir. Over to the audience. Keba sir, please take up the questions from
Yes,
the
sir.
audience.
Sure, sir.
So I could see one question. I could see one question.
Dear participants,
on the
room
chat
is open
here, can
for
I reply?
questions. So,
Yeah, there is a question by Purva. She's asking what to do to 10. See, the qualification now is on DELF and DAL. Okay, internationally accept certification. So they can go to any nearest Alliance Française or they can prepare themselves. You can visit the website of France Éducation Internationale. There you can see all the sample papers is mentioned. Okay, so you can work on it or get in touch with the nearest Alliance Française, or if Institut Français, you can get your continue learning French. If you want to take French as profession, you can go for BA French, MA French, so till PhD. Don't stop in between. Or if you want to be in any other support to your profession, like you are going to be engineer, accountant, but do DELF to immigrate to Canada or even to get into French companies. Minimum DELF B1 level is required. Okay. Teacher training scholarship, those are in India. Please get in touch with your with Institut Français India, French. Okay. There you'll get the information. Even French education intern. If you want to do BEL courses, you get in touch with the again same French Institute in India. Okay, or the Indian French embassy in India. They will share, because for scholarship is under with them. Even I think recently there was a scholarship to go to Paris. So those are in India. Please get in touch or visit the website in the Institut Français and so there they put up regularly this type of scholarship. And even for BELT, if you are in Gulf countries, BELT, you have to get in touch with your alliance. Again, same, the French embassy, there will be a educational department. Again, as I told you, there isn't any difference between DELF and CBSE. If a student after class 9, they are fit enough to go for DELF A1 level. And after, I will suggest after 10th, they can go, or mid-10th, they can go to A2 level. But it also depends on the competency of, see, every students have their cognitive ability. Some are very good high performer. Those students you can identify and you can train them. In order to motivate them, take them to nearest Alliance Française. They will be ready to help you. Or invite the French education department from the embassy, they will help you. I do that the same way. So every year, at least I have 2 or 3 students. They are appearing for the exams.
So there's another question. Why CBSE is discontinuing French courses in schools?
There is, I think, as far as we know, there isn't anything about discontinuing of French language as per, so, and there isn't any circular on that French should not be taught. I think as far as Gulf, we have this confirmation. Mr. Nokeva sir, our regional officer, had told, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because we have been as a Gulf French teacher forum also, we conduct different training program. Okay, so see, the best thing is please get directly for any teacher training program, please get in touch directly with the French Institute or Alliance Française, or directly we have Cavillum Alliance Française in France. You can directly get in touch with them. They will give you the whatever the cost, and you can pay them directly, get the visa from the French embassy, and you can proceed. That will be more easier than you can make. Sir, as far as teacher is concerned, BEd everybody has to do. Even I wanted to tell many of our colleagues only with the French, DELF qualification, they want to become teacher. But according to the French people, themselves, they say DELF is just a qualification of a language. It doesn't make anybody eligible to teach. For teaching, you should go through the teaching, because strategies is very, very important. So getting BEd is better. It is justification, professional qualification needed for that. While every other professions need a professional degree, why we shouldn't? So it's better. Please, even the juniors who want to pursue the teaching profession, please tell them in one go, let them get their BEd also.
So BEd, can they do in any subject, or French is there?
It's based on their graduation. No, sir. BEd is done based on their graduation. Oh, any BEd is okay, because BEd is common only, no? That's a teaching strategy and everything.
BEd in education, common education, BEd in English is also accepted, sir.
Okay, okay. Because French,
any BEd
in
any
French,
BEd is okay. Yeah.
In India, BEd in French is not there.
Yes, sir. BEd in French in India is not there. Of course, Pondicherry, I think one university has it. Bharidas and Bharati College has it, I think, in Pondicherry. But apart from that, they can just go for BEd in special education, which is open for any undergraduate streams.
Correct.
So that is widely accepted in Gulf countries.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So here, comment motiver les étudiants bien préparés pour leur examen? Faites un petit cadeau à vos élèves. Faites une carte de motivation. Appelez-les, si possible, une fois par semaine. Appréciez vos élèves et ses parents aussi. Alors, ça les motivera. Oui. You can give a small gift to them. Okay. And be in regular touch. And tell them so far it's a foreign language, which has been less in their surrounding. So they're doing great things. So you keep motivating them. Again, as I told you, discourse direct and indirect. The main thing is, the first thing you have to tell is, for example, what I tell my student is, first they should find out the given sentence, whether it is in the direct form or indirect form. Okay. Then next, the main thing is to understand who is talking to whom and what is your role in that as a person who is writing the answer. Now, for example, if the sentence is telling il me dit, that means the person il is talking to me and I am writing that answer. So you have to visual, as I told you, the competence, this is 100, this report is 100% competency exercise, where the child has to position properly in that given situation. In that il me dit, il lui dit, il leur dit, you have to see where is your position as a person who is answering the question. Then only they will be able to do that exercise. If you give any other shortcut, it's only by fluke. If they get, they may get. Non, CBSE ne va pas annuler le français, ça va exister. Ne vous inquiétez pas. Man, grammar books, as we say, there is French books like grammar, you can refer that, like Becherels are there. So until we understand the concept and transfer to them in their way, they will be able to do. Even in our group, we will try to share some of our study material what we have prepared. We can try on it. Always, since as I told you, the French book written by the native people will be more clear because they have the proper understanding. So you can refer the French publishers' books, like it be from Hachette, okay, Didier, we can look for it. And before transferring to the students, please, you read, you practice. Sorry, we will read, we should practice, then we go, then it will be more easier to make the student understand. Pour le temps qu'on est là, certains élèves éprouvent certains problèmes. Oui, il faut faire pratiquer des exercices. You have to give them a regular exercise. D'abord avec des consignes et plus tard sans consignes, comme je vous ai montré. So first give them with all clues. What we do is we are not giving enough time for the students to understand the concept. Just I tell you, time is there, no, sir? Just for example, you see, I am teaching a concept to a student, okay? In a 40 minutes class, we are not getting 40 minutes, okay? Imagine we are getting only 30 minutes and we have 30 students. So all the 30 students don't understand in the same way. So if I teach a concept only today and tomorrow I give an exercise to test, it is a failure. So we have to find out the time how much we can make them understand, then we will test, then the confusion will not be there. And as I told you, chaque élève doit réviser les contenus tous les jours chez eux pendant 1 heure. Okay, that is the key for competency. If you want a competent, if they don't revise, they're not going to get. And if we give this helping word means this, it may work, as I told you, but they will not able to speak French. And this is for this course report, as I told you, see, very simple, try to understand. What is a sentence in a language, a sentence? What I am seeing, I'm writing in a code. Let it be French or English. So by reading the sentence, the children should be able to visualize. Then only they will be able to reply. And how this will happen? Within 1 day, it will not happen. As I told you, 10 hours, 15 hours, they should learn. You have to see, you line up now, you see from tomorrow you take. From tomorrow, just make a, imagine if the, till 30th of January, okay? How many hours they can learn? How many topics are there to for them? Now, as I tell you know, fix up. These are the grammar exam. You know the level of the students. So tell them these are the topics which you have to practice regularly. Then only you'll be able to do this. Okay. As I told you, ma'am, you can refer the past papers of British curriculum papers. You can use Delph. Even the what do you say? Publisher like Didier, they have put some French Delph papers. You can easily take it and do it. You can refer the Radio France International. For every website, there is A1, A2 level things are there. You can give to them. Or you can create your own material on a live worksheet. In that sound, you can add anything, you can add it and you can do it. French is available in 11th and 12th also in CBSE, but schools are not offering. So it depends on that school management. C'est mieux, vous choisissez des exercices et vous entraînez régulièrement. C'est comme ça, vous devenez compétent. Si vous faites tous les... enseignez tous les grammaires, mais choisissez ce que vous allez faire pendant les examens. Ma'am, see, purpose of activity is to test what you have learned. So you have to give some time. Activities and exercise is to check our learning outcome, right? So today I taught, next activities is to strengthen your what you have taught. So you can do, but before that they should get that base, no? For example, if I'm teaching future tense, they should learn what are the exceptional verb, the stem of it. Then they also should know what are the other verbs. Then they should the mean. Another thing I wanted to share, when we're teaching the verb conjugation, for example, if you're teaching the verb écrire, don't only teach écrire. You tell, j'écris une lettre à mon ami. J'écris une lettre au directeur. J'écris une lettre à Pierre. So the article contracte, everything should be taught. Then only the sentence formation the children will know. We do, okay, we write only écrire, we teach. There is even some troll videos we have seen. The teacher will teach 1 + 1 is how much, and in exam they will ask you 120 + 120 is how much, like that. We should not be like that. What we are teaching, step by step, we have to teach, step we have to test, then we have to level up. Sir, as far as the letter, yeah. See, very simple. Culture and civilization and letter contents are same. If they learn culture and civilization properly, the same content they can modify and write it as a letter. And if they are going to practice daily 1 hour, automatically they themselves will do it. That you can see. These are the scientifically tested procedures, what they are sharing. So I thought, okay, I think this is the one-time solution for all the challenges what we are facing as a French language teacher. We have enough time. You can make this one.
Dear teachers, we may just go for our last question.
Yeah.
2 minutes left.
Faites pratiquer tout. So tout le vocabulaire. Because even you see, I was telling about pronoun personnel. In the negative exercise, you see they are given a sentence with the pronouns and asking you to write in negative form. Okay, imagine if you're not taught the pronoun personnel, how they will able to do that. Okay, so please identify which are the key exercises, which will, as I told you, pronoun personnel, if they learn, they can do pronoun personnel exercise. They will able to do very well discours rapporté, and also they will be able to do negation also. So all our interconnection will be there. Hope the time what spent was useful, whatever points I could share.
Thank you, sir. We'll just go for the word of thanks. We would like to extend our deepest gratitude to Mr. Mohammad Shafi Sharif for delivering an inspiring and highly insightful session. Your expertise and practical strategies have undoubtedly enhanced our understanding, leaving us better prepared to create engaging and impactful learning experience for our students. Dear participants, please note that the link of certificate and feedback form has been shared in the meeting chat. Kindly complete it with all the necessary details so that you may receive your participation certificate. Finally, and on behalf of Extra Mile Education and Training and BTAG, I, myself, Keba Joseph Xavier, sincerely thank Mr. Mohammad Shafi Sharif for his valuable insights and wisdom. My heartfelt thanks also goes to Dr. Abdul Salam for his unwavering support and for creating this wonderful opportunity. Lastly, a big thank you to all the participants for your enthusiastic involvement. We truly hope this session has been worth your valuable time. Thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Shafi sir, Mr. Aaron Alfred is asking a question. Have we answered, sir? Can we expect one letter from first four and one from last four, something like that?
No, that's why I told him that
yes, sir, it was answered, sir.
If you learn the culture and civilization, it's a similar content to the letter.
Okay.
So that's it. We have answered for the class.
Yeah. So thank you so
sir,
much
for this wonderful opportunity, and thank all the colleagues for
joining.
Patiently listening.
Yeah.
And also have a wonderful International French Teachers Day tomorrow. And we did this on the eve of it. Thanks. Thank you very much, Salam sir, and
thank you, sir.
Biju sir, for this.
Thank you, sir, Shafi sir. We are greatly indebted to both of you for helping, the French educators. In fact, they need, help very badly because very few resources are available for French and all. And there should be some people like you to guide them properly, how to go about. Many want to take up French, but they are in the dark, don't know how to proceed forth. Even students also want to know what is next after grade 10. They have learned French up to 10. What is next? What is the use of French? All this you could guide them very properly today. And it was a very useful session. And dear participants, this recording will be broadcast on our YouTube channel tomorrow. So you can show it to your colleagues as well. You can share it with them. Thank you so much, Shafi sir and Keba sir. We are looking forward to having sessions like this in the future as well for helping the French educators and students. Thank you so much to both of you for your valuable time. Your time is very precious, we know, but this time is not going to be, wasted. It is going to be very useful for the educator. So your contribution is great in the field of education, especially French education. Thank you so much to both of you and all those who have joined today. Have a very good night, and also all the best wishes for the French Day tomorrow. Greetings on the occasion. Thank you so much. Good night, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Mr. Keba. Merci.
Thank you, Ms.